WESTS Tigers fans, it is game day for Jarome Luai. He is going to off to play the Origin today, but we also have our mighty strong as anything team list, and we need to break it down because there are some major talking points like certain players coming in for certain players going out. We have to talk about it, but before we do that, my name is Geordie. I am a diehard Tigers fan. It means the world to me if you like and subscribe, plus it helps me in the YouTube algorithm out a ton. So let's get into it, grab a drink, settle down. It's going to be a good one today, and off the bat, we see here that big fella himself on the front, claws out, repping that team list. And so as we look at our lineup, we're looking at number 1. That is Jahream Bula, baby. He's given us so much to dream big about this year. His attacking effort is a phenomenal effort. His defensive effort is a really good improvement for us as a club. Although there have been moments where I questioned the defensive effort, it definitely has gotten a lot better in the last few weeks, and I have been so stoked to see him play. His intensity, his grit, his level of determination and commitment he brings is next to none. And same thing with Sanua Taruva, the ex-Panthers player, now West Tigers player, winger, is on another level. He knows how to stir a team up. He knows how to lead those boys out on that edge. And so I'll be looking to him a lot this coming weekend to make sure that he can and will score some tries and set up some tries. So he's going to be absolutely pivotal. Same thing with these two blokes right here. We got Adam Dewey in at center and Starfatoa there on the other end as well. These guys are going to be instrumental and pivotal into making sure Jarrell Skelton and Taruva get that ball, but also pivotal in making sure they're fine and running gaps that are created by and for them. Of course, number 5 is Jarrell Skelton. An absolute gun that knows how to run that footy. And I will be definitely looking to him this week as well on that defensive effort. We need to make sure we're not having any gaps, especially if these two are linked together. We need to make sure that is tight as anything. And so in order to do that, we need a good half, right? And so we got number 6, Heath Mason. He is going to be playing our 5'8" this week, and I am not even remotely concerned. I know he has what it takes. Benji's trusting in him. I'm trusting in Benji. And if you love Mason as much as I do, make sure you drop some comments below. Cheer the young fella on because he has earned this spot on this team right now, and I could not be more pumped. Number 7, we have Jarome Luai in on the roster. Now, I do expect things to change, and you'll see why here in a little bit once we get further in our bench and team list. But Jarome Luai is playing Origin today, and so I am just questioning whether or not he will actually be physically fit, whether that's injury, Lord willing that does not happen, not touch wood, everyone touch wood right now, but also just like a mental factor and the physical factor in terms, like you're playing a huge freaking effort game against the Queensland Maroons, and you are going to come out and you're going to put your all on that field. Like, I don't know if we will see him coming up against the Canberra Raiders this coming week. So I really do want that, but at the same time, I want Benji to be smart about things. I know he has a plan. Same thing with Richo, but at the same time, we have to make sure that Jarome Luai is taken care of. And if that's the case, I definitely see Latu Fainu stepping in at number 7 for that. But as we move on, we've got number 8, our Terrell May, our friggin' teaminator. He knows what is going on, and he knows how to get the job done. Same thing with Fanu Pole at number 10. So stoked that he is back uninjured and fit as ever, ready to take on the Canberra Raiders. Number 9, we have RP Koroisau. Now, this is an interesting one because I don't want to jump too far ahead, but we see we got Tallyn Da Silva in at number 14. We haven't seen Tallyn in a few bloody weeks on our roster, right? So there's been a lot of talk. Again, this is all rumor. This is all just my thoughts that I want to bounce off of you. When I see things, I definitely think things as well. I am human. This is not official business. This is not official news. But all this talk about Uppy possibly leaving. I saw an article the other day saying Richo wants Uppy gone. But, Richo wants Tallyn. Benji wants Uppy. What if that is the case and Benji is playing Uppy in at number 9, but Tallyn there in the backup because he knows very soon Tallyn will be the new number 9? Just take a moment to let that sink in. What if there is stuff going on behind the scenes? I know there is stuff going, but what happens if it's this? What happens if Uppy is not accepting that contract that Benji may have hinted at in his presser a few weeks back, and Tallyn Da Silva is now back? I know he's been in New South Wales Cup for a few weeks, and I know Pies and Tigers is definitely right into New South Wales Cup more than I am. So Pies and Tigers, if you have any information on that, please let me know what your thoughts are on that, or if you have any insider info on that. But I genuinely think that we could definitely see a Tallyn Da Silva extension announcement here in the next couple weeks if that is the case. It just had my alarm bells ticking and ringing, and I just had to bring it up with you guys. What are your thoughts? Again, all rumor, just thoughts at this point. Let's move on to number 11, 12, and 13 is Samuel Afaianu, Alex Seyfarth, and Alex Twal. Twally is back from his head injury. He is going to be taking them on. I am so pumped to see him play. Seyfarth is in at number 12, and Faianu is in at number 11. If this was me, I know, again, there's going to be a lot of rearranging. I think I do see things changing here coming up against the Raiders before game day. I could see, Sayun Faianu coming in possibly instead of Seyfarth, or even putting Tony Suka in instead of Seyfarth, and Seyfarth in on the bench. That's just my opinion. That's what we should do. Otherwise, Jackie Bird could be well in there as well. Latu Faianu is either going to be playing number 7 or 6, depending on what happens with Luai, in my opinion. But here's an unpopular opinion that I've been tossing up myself. What if, long term, like Luai stays around, Heath Mason really shows that he has what it takes to be our 6 or our 7? What if Latu Faianu ended up, hear me out, in a ball-playing lock position? Now, we talked about Adam Dewey doing that with Taylor May coming through, but what happens if, Adam Dewey is not up for, re-signing? His contract's up here this year, and we got to figure out what we're doing there. Obviously, I would love for him to stay. I'm a big AD fan, love his energy, love his attitude, love his commitment, but again, these are all what ifs. What if we saw him out for a horrible circumstance that I hope doesn't happen, and then we saw someone like Latu Faianu step in as a ball-playing lock and depth in the halves as we needed it? What does that kind of look like? Are you guys with me on that? Could that be something that you possibly could get around? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I genuinely think that could work in my opinion. So if we look at the full team list here, the full 18, we do see Tony Suka there on the interchange as well. We got Charlie Murray, Charlie Staines, and Kit Lau Lily, and Tua Tupo, I think that's how you pronounce it, in at our reserves. So really, really solid effort this week. And of course, our boy Benji Marshall in a head coach. Super intrigued to see how and if this shifts further on in the week before game day. But I'm always so freaking happy to see the team list and to see that we have all of our main guys there and ready to go. So what are your overall thoughts on this team list? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Helps me and the algorithm out a ton get this community out to a broader audience. But at the end of the day, this is all about our boys, West Tigers, bloody orange, black, and white. And if you love them as much as I do, make that known in the comments below. You guys are bloody legends. You make sure you take care of yourself. But more importantly, you take it easy. And I will see you in the next video.